Okay, this is a rant about vegetables.
You know what I hate? Is cauliflower. It's like broccoli's albino cousin, and it's nowhere near as good, and so it's like really hard at the top. And people are like, hey, you should eat some cauliflower. And calla doesn't sound good, and flour doesn't sound good either. And vegetables just suck, because cauliflower is all crunchy and hard.
You know what I hate working at Walmart Produce? It's when people take the vegetables and put them in the fruit. They don't take the time to put the fruit back. Put the vegetables back where it belongs. Put the potato with the potato.
You know what I hate is when you reach for an apple in the produce section, and then there's like this huge cascade avalanche of apples, and they start falling on the ground, and you're like trying to pick it up and put it on, and there's always little brown bruises on them.
You know what I hate is when you're at the grocery store and you're like really wanting some good fruit or some good veggies, and then you see that mom with like her snot-nosed little kid who's like sneezing on everything, and then he has to touch everything. So you're like going for the apple, and it's like the last good one, and then this snot-nosed little kid like puts his hands all over it, and you're like, what the heck? I was gonna eat that.
I hated seeing the little kids eating grapes. They just sit there at the display. They're like, I mean, look, they're not sanitary. I bet I dropped them on the floor already in the back room.
You know what I hate is when I eat a banana, and you get to the very end of the banana, and there's like a little banana, looks like a button at the bottom, and it's just like this, like, I'm not gonna eat this thing, because it looks like a butt, a banana butt. I hate this, so I end up throwing it away. And you know what I hate too is when you eat a whole bunch of grapes, and at the very bottom of the bowl, there's always that one shriveled up, almost raisin grape, and just floating in water.
I hate how in the fridge there's always that gallon of milk with this much left. I always get that. I put it on my cereal and I realize I don't have enough milk for my cereal.
Oh, I hate it when you're pouring cereal and you're like, oh, I'm so hungry. And then like you grab the milk and there's like, you pour it and there's like a little trickle falls out and you're like, oh, guess I'm not having food this morning. And then you consider for a second maybe trying to eat it. And then one time I tried to put water in my cereal, and it just made it mushy. It was not a part of this complete
You know what I
breakfast.
hate is when you're like so excited to get cereal, you know, or you're just really thirsty for some milk and you take your first swig and it's sour. You didn't think you left it in there that long, but for some reason, it's disgusting.
Oh, what is up with cereal that floats up in milk? Like if you have Captain Crunch, you pour it in and it starts overflowing, you go! Whoa! Like pouring on top.
I hate those Boy Scout breakfasts. I mean, I hate the Scouts in particular, but it doesn't really matter. You know, you go there, you wait in line for like an hour, and then what do? They give you this old pancake that's already been sitting there for like 10 minutes. It's completely cold. They give you bacon, they give you all this stuff, and then they drizzle it in the, what do you call that, the syrup?
Do you ever notice that at Denny's, there's never really a good Denny's anywhere, but if there is a good Denny's, like everybody knows about it, and they will travel like 30 miles to go to the good Denny's. Like, oh, their moons over my hammy sucks, but their moons over my hammy is awesome. It's true. And there's this whole huge debate between Denny's and IHOP and which one is better.
You know what I hate is when you go to Denny's and you have this crappy waitress. She comes in, she's rude to you, you know she doesn't want to be there, you're wondering why you didn't come to Denny's instead of IHOP, you know, the International House of Pancakes. I mean, why not go to Denny's? Like,
I hate fast food chains, especially McDonald's. Look, oh, everybody knows. Everybody hates it. The reason is you go there, and it's just this little hamburger that tastes like nothing.
Oh, you ever been to the Arby's on like 1000 North? Like, there's like no dividers in the entire restaurant. You can walk in there, and it's just tables, and everybody can see everybody. And I went there, and I felt ashamed that I was eating Arby's. I missed the divider, so nobody could see me eat my curly fries. You just feel awkward about it, and that's why we have drive-thru.
You know what I hate? I hate going through drive-thru. You know, you might enjoy drive-thru, but whenever I go, you hear the voice, and you're like, what? And they're like, I mean, I can't understand a word they're saying, so I say, I want a junior bacon cheeseburger, and I get what? Like some salad.
you know what I hate is when you're working for fast food and you're working the drive-thru and you get the people that come up and you're like, may I take your order? And they're like, I would have a cheeseburger. And you're like, excuse me, I didn't get that order. Can you have a cheeseburger? And you're like, sorry, I still can't hear you. Can you speak up? And then next thing you know, they're screaming at you.
Oh, you know what I hate? You ever been to La Rancheretos, that Mexican restaurant over here? In the drive-thru, they have a tip jar taped to the drive-thru window.
date to a nice restaurant and having them order a glass of water.
Oh yeah!
It's horrible, I hate it. Because what happens, you sit there, you already ordered your meal. You know, you get this big overflowing of meat, and all they do is sit there, sip it, and look at your food. Like all night long. It's the most awkward thing in the world. Go.
I hate tipping people because, you know, I used to be a waiter, and like people don't care how good of a waiter you were. They just drop whatever they have in their pocket. It's like, oh, I found this in the washer today. Here you go.
I hate crappy tippers. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I seriously sit there and I consider how the waiter was. I need to make a list, you know, see how considerate they were. If they did small talk, I love small talk.
You know what I hate small talk. I hate when you walk up to a person, you really want to get to know this person, and all you get is, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. That's great. I mean, where do you build a friendship off of that? It's so pointless and mundane. I hate it.
I hate blind dates because they never go out right. Because the first thought in your head when you see them is like, oh, good, they're not ugly. Like that's like the first thought. Oh, if they were like, oh, they seem like a nice person. Like, oh, good. Oh, they don't have a hump. Okay.
I hate dating, period. Look, no, I've been talking to my friends recently about this for like 3 weeks now. As soon as I start dating, I want to break up. Because, I mean, that means I have to devote my time to them. I can't go out with my friends to go do stuff. If I do, it'll be like, oh, you didn't invite me.
Oh, you know what I hate?
Yeah,
Is
what?
when girls are like, I want a guy who communicates, but not over-communicates. I want a guy who's sensitive, but not overly sensitive. I want a guy who's confident, but not too confident. It's like, what the heck am I supposed to be? Dr. Jekyll